hold up, he's getting a chance to save the duel against Smooth. He's going to find the kill. 30 seconds left on the clock. He didn't have to go back towards A, but all fall to Tabson, who made the play through apps. Just to note, Tizian probably would have gone down without getting any kills if he had an M4 in that environment. That AUG bit off the head of both of those players instantaneously. Now, the reason that the AUG will be invested in is that close range one bullet headshot potential that the M4A4 or M4A1S does not have. Now we see an eco from Liquid. No more saved guns, no more weapons held onto, no more money in the bank.
Maybe that is what the answer always was. Is that you needed literally to just use the AUG to get headshot. That's a leash. Sneaky. Sneaky little bugger. Out of the mouse hole, into the cheese. Tizian's going to kill him off, though, afterwards. Look at this. They're all there. They're all going to try the same thing.
Hold up a second. How have they gotten away with this much room? Next is going to pivot on out. The smoke is going to block off the view. Twist doesn't fall here. He did get the dink off, but if he didn't drop, it would have given time for Naf to play the round. Here, he'll be lucky if he can get this bomb down. Smooya feels like he's read the situation perfectly. Let's have the AUG, though, and he really wants to get this bomb down. He's faked the plant. Smooya knows better than to peek. We'll just jiggle to keep him honest. Gets the damage on in, but Smooya survives on 2 points of health. That one could have got real spicy. Bigger winning 7-3. This half has quickly fallen away from Liquid in so many rounds that did feel like they should have been competitive. If you look back, they're clear cut. They're saved guns. They're opening kills in the favor of Big. It's rounds where the individuals of Liquid have had to fight back, and it's going to be a bit of a tactical pause coming out from Liquid to decide how they want to approach this round. I can already see that NAF has invested in Kevlar, a CZ, and utility, so they are going to take another partial buy.
Well, that's an interesting call from Liquid to try and do that, because already down 7-3, this will give another round away. They need bomb plants, that's for certain. At this point, they have 3 wins on bomb plants, meaning that there's been guns saved every time for Big, and 1 round lost on defused. So that's 4 bomb plants total and only 1 in rounds they lost. So not a lot of money coming from that.
Be interesting to see whether they decide to go with this utility. If you've bought this much on a partial buy, it's normally telling that you have a strategy in mind. And it looks like they do want to head the majority of their forces over towards B. That was where they had success earlier with a very early assertive execute, and this time they're given that much room again. You can see this unique top of banana smoke coming out very quickly from Big. This is an unusual approach. This isn't how the normal meta plays out. They give up a lot of banana control early. They do have mid information, which means they can cheat that tabs and rotation. But it's strange that they're more than happy to give up so much territory early. Don't want to risk those duels, don't want to risk those fights. And they are playing 2 ops on A, but here's the execute.
Fantastic play with the AUG, as the flash was not there. Nex is easily able to collect. Gabi does the same. Only 1 from Orange's 1, as Naf gets the shot back. C-sit style. But now he's dead style, as Tabson has the AWP staring him down. Smoked off finally, as Taco plays up close with the deagle, but not even anticipating someone's already on the flank behind. It falls to just Nat throw, and he's going to have to be a little more than just Crash Bandicoot in this round, I think. Might get a second. Low HP. Oh, picked up. No, I don't think he's got a chance in this. Surely not. 16 HP. Molotov on the bomb, but they're already defusing. Good effort. You give him that, all things considered. Needs to keep the op. Will at least do that.
Yeah, it did get close, but that's once again, give him banana control, straight into a B execute, have a couple of trades, get the bomb down. That's about as competitive as Liquid have looked so far. We did note that Liquid have a higher pistol round win percentage. Big were able to grab the CT side of one. I think Liquid do their best work on this map on that CT side. That's where that trio come out, right? It's where Naf, Elige, and Twist, they just hold their own. They multi-kill you time and time again. And oh, Tabson thinking
ballsy. He was not expecting to be there that quickly.
Yeah, I understand that Molotov, you know, it allows you to have a little bit... Hold up, what? This is just madness. Aggressive play now. Big is showing a change of face.
One from Taco. Yeah, this is a change of pace, and it's a 2-minute advantage for them to work with. So all things considered, the pace change good. Unfortunately, Tabson made that a little bit easy. Still that they've got to go into an AUG at the A site, and going against that AUG is going to be problematic because he has the doorway, and that's it to hold, but he goes away from it. That allows Elige to walk in, and it's now just Nex.
Peace.
it's actually just the round over.
2 big shots by Taco. They're sure the one on Nex. It may seem like it wasn't a lot, but if he dropped and Nex found another kill, I'm not saying he would have clutched the round. What I'm saying is he would have done financial damage. And to a Liquid who, you know, they're obviously in the territory of that max loss bonus. They need every penny they can get. So now they've established a bit of a bank. Didn't lose too many guns. And have applied financial pressure immediately to Big. So this is what those plants, this is what those trades on that B-bomb side have done. They've kept them honest. Now they have to take a save. Even though Smooya had 5k in the bank after investing in Kevlar and a Deagle. You've got Tabson, he only has a USP. You get a couple of P250s on Godby and Tizian. Nexus got one as well, but for what was looking really good, all it takes is one swing round. You know, the accumulation of some trades, some bomb plants, some rounds that maybe shouldn't have been competitive as they were. Now the tables have turned.
Like DJ style?
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
Turntables?
Didn't Maniac used to be a DJ?
No way, really?
I heard that he used to be like a DJ in a club.
I know that Jaime Alguersuari, who used to race for Red Bull and F1, Toro Rosso namely, completely quit racing, and now he's like a house DJ.
Like he DJs from home.
No, like house music. Yeah, I get it. All right. I wasn't sure if you were actually following or trolling. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You go from an F1 driver to just never racing again. Ooh, Nitro. Gone be gone.
Whack-a-mole.
Shin bone was all that was showing, and that's fine for him. He's got shin splints now. Lee's still waiting with the Krieg. First time, or one of the only times I've seen him zoom that weapon in pre-fight. Other players like to have it pre-aimed pretty much the whole time. Boost up over the half wall. Owen Butterfield's going to have to be somewhat careful because as they run back, they catch him out. Smoothie is gone. Elise with the kill. And now it's to the site they go. With Elise still springing. Boost position, and they haven't spotted it. They're waiting for the drop, in fact, with a boost, or excuse me, a first Glock. And Nex is still there. They finally put him down. I was going to say, surely he can't do something with a P250 staying up there that long. As they wait to hold off Ruins. Problem for Elise if he goes through because Tizian is waiting behind the sandbags. Elise is well aware of that fact, and it's now 5 for Liquid.
Let's remind everybody this is actually the pick of Liquid.
I like that flower. It's quite beautiful. Maybe I'll give it to you for Valentine's Day.
That's coming around quickly.
It's my dog's birthday.
Oh.
Fittingly.
Big with the tactical pause here. They do have enough to buy. That's why they took that save. So they just want to work out their approach. It felt to me that they were dictating the flow of the game to Liquid. Then they went for that aggressive round. Taiko able to have a couple of big kills in that one. And it completely swung back in the favor of Liquid. I think if Liquid were able to grab 6, it's a sure thing. We have seen earlier in the year some fantastic halves by Liquid on the T side, especially what they did to Astralis. An absolute masterclass of a half. And we're back underway. Tizian only has himself an MP9. There's the double orb set up out again. Let's see how they go for this one. Looking that smoke in case of Molotov was Nitro. Now close on up wide with the orb. Exchanging grenades. Not doing any damage this time round, and they want to get Smooya activated.
Try to, at least. Smooya still working his way back to the site. Wants to retreat off it. Pre-fired angle inside of the apartments. No such luck to find anyone working inside of the door, but they at least establish a bit of map control. That's the name of the game, Chad. Actually, it's Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but it's all about map control.
Completely blind. Tabson hits that shot onto Nitro. There's a heads-up duel. You don't often see those with the AWPs. Now they're left in a 4v5 situation. With the bomb's position, it felt to me like they wanted to grab that mid-control and then head back towards Banana, hopefully drawing a rotate, but now they've been forced into an A play. Oh my god, Taco, the impact! Swinging out of powers of 1 flash, 2 big kills.
And Tabson, oh, okay. I was going to say sure to go down because even if he finds the first, they get an angle on him. Twist eventually does so in the smoke. That's a name we've not really said much yet, by the way, Twist. As he finds a kill that's influential, but Taco's done all of the work. Twist only has 5 at this point. Naf, top of the scoreboard with 4. That's due to plants, I presume, given the way the point system works. But Gabi and Smooya working both from quad. Nades go that direction, so too the Flames back at their feet. Naf will stay elevated, so too will Twist. Fires in, blinded up. slight damage, but is it enough for Naf to
Molotov.
work with? Molotov's gone, so is Naf.
Okay, so the Molotov spread so late that it became a nuisance for Naf when they didn't clear his position. They heard the ticks of it, he stepped on out, and Smooya hitting a banger. He had the defuse, and geez, after what I thought was an absolute heroic play from Taco, it all crumbles in the finer stages. So that was around back and forth for sure. The money situation isn't a problem for Liquid. He has more than enough. They have residual, and it is the last round of the half. Big are able to get the double orbs up again. So, even pegging here for the last round of the half. 9-5 in the favor of Big Clan. They've shown some very different changes. This was like a fast B play from 3 players. They're just going to push it up, hyper aggressive. Look at this, establish the top banana control with a minute 40 left on the clock. That is very fast.
Big baby Elige going to drop down, fade away, and it's going to be big. They're looking to get double digits before the end of the first half even. Not ideal if you're Team Liquid at this point in time. We talked about it, the amount of heartbreak that they've had. Another tournament in which they come in as the favorites, and Big are putting them against the ropes. The mentality within Liquid is going to be shook, to say the least.
Yeah, trophy win for Liquid here means more than merely taking home the check.
Yeah.
Propel them to...
Yeah, because remember, the only thing they've won ever, I think, as a team was one of the summits.
Yeah.
And are those even real?
They're a bridesmaid.
Smooya back inside of Emo, tries to wait with the off. Hasn't gone aggressive yet, no need to. Gobby does it for him. Pulls them directly in. Nitro, he's got to enter. He's got next down, but Gobby's going to rotate. And that smoke, it's about to dissolve. Surely any second. He knows Twist is planting default. Quick little check to make sure he's got the time, but he concedes the plant. And in doing so, leaves Nitro on 1 HP to find 3 kills. Let's see how clever he really, really is. Nade drawn, that should be a kill. Gets away with 1. Now they know where he is. It becomes far more difficult at this point in time. He's even fading off of it to make sure that there's no utility going to go his direction. Flash over. If that had worked, he might have had a second kill. They're going to swap it to get the kid on top. Gobby ready for it. Shoulder peek, trying to get that perfect headshot. That's all he could do.
1 HP. If he was able to clutch that, that would have been absolutely insane. But another reason that you get the AWP player to get the defuse coming in, obviously Tabson has an AK-47 in his hands, but he had an AWP earlier, is because that player can only hit 1 shot, and then he obviously has to get another bullet in the chamber, whereas Gobby, with the rifle, stands and takes the duel, and obviously, as you mentioned, the kit factor, definitely one that comes on in. So, realistically, in the schemes of Inferno, a 10-5 is probably par for the course. The reason that I'm feeling that Liquid didn't do enough is because I have them as a favorite in this matchup. I would be expecting them in a half like this on their map choice to be looking for 6 or 7 rounds. You know, to be comfortable with that. But the CT side, that's where the likes of Twists, Naf, Elige, they all come alive. Because I mentioned, those 3 are the top 3 performing players for this squad. The top 3 performing players for this squad on Inferno. And normally Nitro is the worst player, statistically speaking, followed by Taco. And those 2 guys, I believe, had the most amount of impact. Something to note as well that I thought was pretty cool. For Liquid, on those 52 games that they played offline in the last 3 months, every single player on the team has a positive rating. So there's not too many teams in the world that you can say that for.
Smooey, ooh, yeah. That's the new chant. Ooh, yeah.
That's with the voice crack.
Yeah, it wasn't really. It was a change in infliction based on dramatic occurrences at alt middle, which didn't even really involve him. As it was Tizian and Twist in the exchange. And Twist, he went down. Tizian didn't even get touched.
So with the utility left, the 2 smoke grenades and a Molotov, and the map control being taken and postured for, Big really have the world, or at least Inferno, as their oyster. Because Liquid either need to make an aggressive play as a unit, or sit back and receive and hope they hit the shots.
So Smooya back down toward Banana. Nade's thrown that direction, 53 seconds. So losing Twist early is a significant ordeal, given their success in the pistol rounds. Smooth trying to make a move toward Nitro. They do pay me, believe it or not. Nitro's Not willing to peek out and give himself away as of yet. Smoke to delay. 29 seconds. That is significant because now we get into crunch time with a crossfire on the pistols. But yeah, they could go back off this and they've caused a rotation.
Yeah, they gambled 4 players and Godby's just going to sell the fake, which is going to keep Nitro on a leash there for long enough for them to get into this A bomb site. That puts so much pressure on Taco.
Yeah, they know it now. They were boosting still at Flower Pot, and then they realized, wait a minute, guys, there's 10 seconds. They're not here. They're on A. It's going to be Taco with only 1. Taps in with the kill immediately in return. Don't rule out a retake unless Gob gets a kill here. His positioning was smart, but apt to the call was Nitro. Oh, in-game leader versus the other. Smooya through the smoke. Elise drops. That's massive because now Big have a chance to hold off in a 3-on-2.
Boy, oh boy, you didn't see that one coming by any means. Tabson's going to finish off Naf, and by that, that's the round done. Dusted Nitro only has a flash, so he can't even save armor to go for an upgrade in the next if they wanted to force. That's both pistols for Big. And I've just done a little bit more reconnaissance on my my stats, Matthew. In the 13 games that Liquid have played offline in the last 3 months on Inferno, 65% of their rounds have come from the T side. Managed 5 rounds on the T side in this match, so could be a troublesome sign. Could be worrisome if you are a bit of a Liquid fan. This is their map choice. They're up against it. Twist is having an uncharacteristically poor match. He needs to get back in the swing of things. He needs to come alive here. Complacency was one of those, I want to say, lost conditions for Liquid, which is not something we normally talk about.
Well, the fact that they've now lost both pistols and they're down 11-5, this is going to be a tremendous battle for them to try and overcome because economy is a massive factor CT side as well.
And they force sport.
Yeah.
They're going all in. They've shoved all in.
Don't really like that, but we'll see how it works. They can keep it honest. 1 for 1. Elige Taco actually adding to it. Next is going to try and make up for it still with the MAC-10s. Knows he has the running gun potential, but so do the pistols, and Naf keeps moving. Oh, gets his jiggy with it, but big missed smoke. Owen Butterfield has the ball. He can run it in toward the site. It's Nitro to back away. Keep in mind that CZ still in play at Ruins, but he doesn't want to commit, doesn't want to rotate in because his teammates need to be closer to give themselves a statistic chance against 2 AK-47s. Taco's going to have a hard time. Banana, long corridor, single shot AK, dead. It's going to be all Smooya inside of the site directly. It's going to flash off. Smoke as well towards CT. Tabson sprays in, but Smooya's been baited. Plays the pillar perfectly. Finds 1 easy on the second. And money on the 3rd.
That's a big round to win right there. There was no kit. Time was of the essence. You could see how they had to rush into that one. And as soon as Tabson dispatches of Taco, they no longer have to worry about that choke point. That leaves you Coffins. Obviously, CT base for them to push through, and Smooya too easy. 1, 2, 3. Look at me. And that all in shove right now from Liquid has left them. Obviously, we're going to see the 2400 loss bonus come out in the 3rd. They will still be able to have a gun round in the following. Taco has enough residual right now if they do want to drop an AWP across, but their arch player is Nitro. He is one of the weaknesses on their CT side. It's a weird spot to play, especially for someone who's primarily been a rifler. But they're able to open up here with 4 players over towards the quad side, putting enough bullets into Smooya to take him down. He will have grabbed the information to give to his team, but they're not going to act on it straight away. Waiting as a core, seeing if there is any re-aggression from the Liquid side. This is fine. They haven't panicked. They haven't rushed into anything. They still have the weaponry utility and armor advantage. And the 2 USPs on Taco and Nitro. That's a bleak existence to find yourself in. Still want to go towards A, and neither team is giving an inch, right? The over-rotation hasn't come in from Liquid. Big didn't panic and run back to B. They didn't force themselves into an A attack. They're still being very clinical, using their utility wisely, checking all the corners, making sure that they are in positions to trade. Information over towards Banana. There's nothing there. Neither team knows what's going on that side of the map. It has to be A at this point now.
Nice shot. Precision with patience. Equals dominance, perhaps, as they try and go towards the library. This isn't done yet. 1 man remaining. It's all on next. 20 seconds trying to find Naf as he goes back and forth around the pillar without a tip. But he will get taken down in the end. Whether or not he got paid, we'll find out as Taco swings to the site. Pistol in hand. Next seems to have an inkling that he's coming from that direction, and correctly so, as it's pistol versus pistol on this occasion. No time for the reload. That gives Liquid the round.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
one up, bro.
I want to talk through the thought process of Next right there. He's opted to get that bomb down straight away. Obviously, time was of the essence because they left that round so late. He didn't have a choice, which meant Taco's rotation was just in the nick of time that he couldn't get that reload in, allowing the starting pistol duel, not a Pikachu versus Charmander, but a USP versus Glock going toe-to-toe. And it was just a matter of keeping your cool in that situation. Taco didn't panic. He didn't spam. He didn't feel the need to run in and try and close the distance. He just took it as any day of the week. And that's one thing that Taco brings to this lineup, the experience under pressure. And that could be a massive round for Liquid as they want to mount a comeback here. Now they've got that full buy, more than enough money in the bank to get all that utility for this round. But a big win this map, that's the game. I feel that might be Liquid. Chances slipping away on Inferno.
Let's see how they choose to respond to that. Smooya still sneaking slowly. Scoped in already to not make noise. Wants to clear at the top side of the bananas. I say that like there's plural. There's only one. It's not the Bahamas. It's the banana. Justin. Oh, okay. That's... I'm stunned by that. I thought he was done for. He got shot first, tagged up, was flicked all over the place based on the punch, and then still hits the shot in response. Remarkable. Now they're inside of the sights. Smooya has another angle, and it's Tizian instead that gets the kill. Elige, Nitro, each finding responses. HP, but Smooya up above, still spinning in circles and finding kills as he gets Taco. Elige will roast next. That bomb was planted beforehand. Smooya's gone. Round is as well. 6-7. Or excuse me. 12-7. 6 turns into 7. It all works.
Yeah, I want to give a lot of... Obviously, that shot by Smooya was fantastic. Really opened up the avenue for that B-bomb side. But let's just note right there, Nitro under so much pressure, getting spammed through the box. He didn't overpeak. He waited. He waited for that rotation to come in. A teammate's flash lands, steps out, grabs a second kill. That's huge. That's massive. That was so much pressure applied to him on that B-bomb side. A lot of players would just peek on out there thinking that they're going to get chased down, thinking they have to take a fight. Knowing the rotation was there, knowing the teammates were close, he's made the right play. It did get close there. Smooth was pivoting well with the AWP. It could get very dangerous if he hit one of those CT kills, but now they're forced onto just a pistol upgrade and very limited utility. So I think it'll be a quicker round as they barrel up middle.
Taco still waiting for the arch side. Can't find. He fired between two targets. The nade will suffice. Smooya's gone. So is Gabi. Who's next?
This is unusual seeing Taco do the AWPing towards the A-bomb side. That's normally the job of Nitro, and Elige is over towards A as well. So maybe that was just a spawn-based situation. You can see Nitro has an AWP as well. So obviously this is a new setup that they're looking for, because normally it would be Naf doing the AWPing over towards the B-bomb side.
Naf and Twist, normally the top of the scoreboard for Team Liquid. Instead, it's Nitro, Taco, and Elige all with 15. Those two don't even have 15 between the two of them.
Yeah, this is an unusually... Oh, no, they've blocked each other. You go first. No, you go first. We've all had those in the street.
No, after you, no, after me. No, I insist, please, after me.
Age before beauty?
It's no, it's a line from the Tragically Hip. Rest in peace, Gord Downey.
Okay, so with this double op setup, they are playing a heavy presence on the quad and app side of things towards A, which means the rotation towards B will be relatively slow. Twist is just having a rough time of it. Smooya with the wall bang. It felt like every bullet hit. And another wall bang on the other side of the map. Nitro onto Tabson. So 4v4 with a minute and 10 left on the clock.
Elige backs off. Couple of shots in his direction. He manages to get the AK reloaded and back inside the site. As Taco goes aggressive with the op to the mid wall, he may get rewarded for doing so because there's a number there. He's got Naf to try and flash him in, but so soon as they arrive and want to do that, a little smoke bang comes down. A smoke and a pancake. I think that's the biggest change for me is the prominence of smokes in Go versus 1.6. The Molotov's huge as well, and it took a while for the Molotov to actually come into favor. I was surprised by that. In like 2012, I thought it was going to be way more prominent. But I think smokes are just it's like such a massive deterrent compared to the 1.6 style. Nitro, aggressive.
What a risk that was. That was almost unnecessary, but it will drop the bomb, and that information means that everybody can rotate over. Bigger, very cautious.
That was like sparring off on a sword. They still managed to get it back, though. Pushing the smoke. They couldn't find it. Nitro again. He knows exactly what they're doing. Bomb is dropped, and it might be a third time they plant just off the mark. Oh. That's good enough, but not for Taco. The second op still finds it, but the bomb gets planted, so he's got to go aggressive. A pistol only to work with it. Smooya, I say only, he's going to go back to the op. Smooya has the AK, but Taco doesn't know exactly which angle to fire at, and Smooya gets away. Taco just missed.
That's a big round there to lose. The fact of the matter was, it felt like Nitro did enough. The bomb dropped first time. The flash comes in. They thought they'll catch them while they're trying to grab that bomb, kill them in transition, but it wasn't to be. That's exactly what Big wanted. They wanted them to push, and they got gifted 2 huge scalps. Naf and Elige fall in transition. And then all the pressure on Taco left in a 1v1. Well, a 1v2, but Smooya with a huge round. This is where it gets pivotal. You can see right now they've taken a tactical pause. Now, the reason they've taken this pause is because they may have won that round. But GodB, 3,400. Tizian, 3,600. Tabson, 3,200. Next, 3,700. Smooya can drop a gun over, but they're not going to have the full utility with the AKs.
Well, that's a problem. That will be welcomed by Liquid. This is where they get a chance to reset, and in doing so could really bring this back at 12-9 and then potentially double digits either side. Still, you're on a fine line under the CT side. If you lose this round, it's pretty much GG. You go to 14, no money, 15, and then you're fighting back. 7 rounds just to get to overtime. And chomping or scraping at the bottom of the barrel, whatever you want to say. Chomping at the bit. They all work.
They do. But you know who's not working right now? It's Twist.
Henry.
Well, he is, but
not here.
Not here. But Twists, look, I'm not calling him out. He is consistent. But that's what we've come to expect. And right now, he's really struggling to get into the groove of this game. They're being bailed out by the support players, Nitro and Taco, as Elige is going to take some damage. Is that a wallbang? Did Smooya line up a wallbang? He's lining up another one.
Can we see him? No, we see Nex taking down Taco. Smooya's trying to get back out from Boiler. Twist inside of the pit. Quiet game thus far. Time to shine. Smoke's actually favorable for him in some ways. That didn't really work. They walk by that cart. He can take their ankles clean off. I think it's bloomed enough to make sure that Elige can't see the doorway, though, so that's why he's playing the off angle at Graveyard.
Could also have been a one-way for Tizian to take a cheeky little bit of information.
You think one way toward the hole in the wall?
Potentially
if
Castle, yeah.
Goes wide? Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But they've shown a couple of very well thought out things in this round alone. Now there's lots of pressure on Twist and Elige crossfire.
Double molly smoke down. Twist finds one immediately. They know that he's under there. They'll take care of him.
Oh,
nearly. Elige getting a chance for all 3. It's hard to transfer that AUG, but it's still going to be Liquid.
That's not an easy gun to control the spam with. Obviously, it's not as difficult as the AK-47, but
it's just the rate of fire, right? You don't get as many, like, if we want to steal the term DPS, in those situations, it's not as good.
I like it. The thing is, though, you do hit that shot to the head, and you take him down, depending on the range, obviously. I don't want to be saying that's a across-the-board kind of scenario, but that round right there is a massive one for Liquid. Now they have a chance to really mount this comeback. You get what should be a gimme here. Looks like a relative full eco, other than Tabson, who's upgraded to a P250 alongside Smooya. So let's say they get this one in the bank. Now we're talking at Liquid. They're up to 10 rounds in the pocket. A suboptimal buy most likely coming out from Big in the following. You know, they can't have an orb, but they can have everything else they need. It'll be interesting to see GodB's approach. Is he going to play for the round to cripple the economy, or is he going to play for the long game, knowing they only need 3 more rounds? They have a lot of wiggle room here. The problem is, if you let a Liquid establish that economy, that's when they're going to really stay on top of you. So no flash to pounce, no creativity in that way. They just have to hope that someone finds an opening frag and on the favor of the big side. Definitely not that on the favor of Liquid, as now they can quickly dispatch of this attack. There we go.
This was the predicted outcome based on the money and if Liquid were able to win that. So they get a chance, 3 rounds between them. Zeus is on his feet. Zeus the Moose. Kakafuya's not. He's on his chair. On his hind end.
Chilling out, Max, and relaxing.
Acting all cool.
Legia is here as well, by the way, for people at home who are curious. So they do have both members of the coaching staff on site. This is it. This is where I was curious if they were going to go for the... Because they could have bought AKs and light armor and gone for a buy.
They still have 2 rounds in hand. Yeah, you're right, though.
They've opted just to go for the pistol upgrade. And at the moment, with how shaky Liquid have looked in some certain rounds, this could still get interesting. You know, we still have Elige on a FAMAS. It's not the best weapon, to be completely frank. So 3 smokes, 4 smokes, sorry, and a handful of flashes. I thought they would have just gone for a set piece early. You know, they've already got boiler control, they've already got holes control. That means you can do a set execute all you want, but they've dropped back to T stairs. That tells me they're going to throw a utility towards top of banana, which exactly is that. Now, Nitro has to get information in a different way. The AWP was perfectly trained down. He could have grabbed all that information they needed. That one smoke pushes him all the way back. And now if they want to execute B, they more than can. You can have 2 approaches here with these 3 smokes. You do the wall smokes across the front of banana and a deep smoke CT spawn. Okay, so with that from Tizian thrown towards Apps, it's a fake. They want to just do a standard B execute. Tizian has to sell this here alone. He needs 1 kill to make this work.
Fantastic shot from the Elige, though, to Tizian and Taco on to Gobby. Forget your theories, Chad. You're not the boss of Team Liquid. Nitro. And just hold off to find Smooya. Will bait Naf in, whether by design or not. Who cares? One of them, the other was going to get the kill. And it's 13-11. Ooh, I'll take some calamari. €9? What friggin' country are we in? It's got to be Italy.
Yeah. Well,
for calamari. I guess if it's a good enough restaurant.
I was going to say, I'm not a huge fan. Most of the time it's too rubbery.
If it's done right, it's delicious. €9 fair. Malta's very affordable in that sense for food. Maybe that's why I was scoffing at it, because Malta's much more, probably better at calamari and cheaper.
Cost effective. All right, they're still going with Nitro over towards B as the primary AWP player. So this is something that Zeus and the team must have identified as the way they want to approach this matchup. Historically speaking, he has been the Arch player, while Naf and Elige have been the B side squad. Twist and Taco playing quad and pit. Okay, we are seeing a bit of a 3-man setup on the quad side. Rushes will come out. The force forward was Elige. They get traded. Taco able to get one of their own back, but we do always say that the 4v4 situations favor the T sides as it strings out this CT defense, ready to reinitiate, flash for one another and get information, but it's very early in the round. We still have a minute left. Big have other ideas. Banana appears to be the port of call as they hold that shift key and walk their way up into the hands of Nitro. Almost a double. So much damage done. Smooya and God B cop the bullet. Neither falls, but they're going on in. The close range AWP shot won't land. Perhaps them bailing them out. But will they know that so much damage has been done?
Now I'm just going to swing it back around to Ruins, but Smooya is waiting. Butterfield's got butterfingers. Couldn't hold the trigger correctly on that one as Naf is going to put him down. It's now going to just be a 3-on-2 for Taco and Naf to pull back, but gotta be low. Need to make haste. I'll be playing Banana, not peeking as a result of his HP. And fair enough. Goes when time is required. It's going to be 14 for Big.
Yeah, big round there. I don't know if Nitro was aware of how much damage he did there. The fact that he took that very postured, very aggressive pick from first Oranges is questionable. Maybe not the right play. I did praise him before for being very wise under pressure. This time round, pulls the scissors to the rock of Big, and they barrel onto that site. Tabson bailing them out. You can see he's sitting there on 23 kills. And with Smooya's impact plays as well, the more consistent star duo of this big roster, getting it done. Next as well, sitting on 16 kills. So this is the trio that we always talk about. You know, we always discuss if Next can come online, then Big become just a different beast, a different animal. The prep's there, the strats are there, the ideas, thinking outside the box, the unusual approach. Those things are always a consistent factor. Taps and popping heads. You know that's going to happen. Get Next online, and now we have a scary German team.
Yeah, very scary. It's 2 rounds to go, and they'll steal away Inferno.
Overpass Next.
Yep. Liquid's in a bit of trouble here. Treading water off St. Peter's Pool.
At least it's beautiful water.
It's true. It's nice and blue. Just like Henry's eyes. I don't even know what they are. I've casted with them for that long. They're brown, right?
I'm not too sure, but I do know this is a much safer approach from Liquid. They're not posturing or flashing for aggression, and that has allowed Smooth to sneak on with the way up quad side. That Malta will come in. They'll hear him jump on back, so they do know that they do have a lot of map control. But it's going to be an A execute with 30 seconds left, and they do find the opening.
Shot beautifully from Elige, but better from Gabi. Up close in the AWP. He's got one down. Naf's going to have to rotate in. That's a double. Bomb down as Nitro follows to trade onto Gabi. It's all onto Tizian, and with 12 seconds, bomb by Library. This is over. Twist doesn't need to peek this. Just stay put. That's what he's trying to do. Let the time expire. Kill him after if possible. He might get a chance swinging around the box, but he finally has enough. And just does what's required.
Jeez, Naf with 2 clutch kills there. The importance of those. Twist was stuck on the bomb site. Felt like the kid was on an island. Felt like he didn't have any help at all. Lucky Naf got there at the nick of time, able to spray down to the lifeline. Really getting the team another opportunity to gear on up, because that's forced Big to take an eco. The conservative play, I respect it. This is by the book Counter-Strike here from God B. The problem is you're not giving yourself the belief in a miracle round. You know, I know that sounds ridiculous, but back in the day, I was a proponent of taking the saves after losing pistol. You know, maybe just a pistol upgrade here, not going into full investment. But sometimes you have to take that force buy. Sometimes you have to take that gamble. Counter-Strike's a game of many decisions, lots of which come back to haunt you. Or at least me.
Yeah, it's I have many haunting decisions in my past 2 chat. We're gonna get through this. Next, Naf rather takes out Tabson, and Gabi controlled to bring it back within 1 round. So Liquid doing perhaps just enough to keep this game in contention and keep it alive. They've now got the economic advantage once more, because no bomb plants mean very little value. They can force. I think they should force on this. I think they're gonna go pistols.
Doing the pistol upgrade again.
Okay.
Wow.
That does surprise me genuinely.
Realistically, in this scenario, just considering the way that this one pans on out, Tizian, I think, has a Glock as well. Like, that's curious. They have utility, so they have a set piece in mind, but this is giving Liquid 14. This is giving them the time, bringing it all the way back. I'm very curious of this decision.
Nitro. You know what I haven't seen in a long time? Is that, I think it was CLG Red or Dignitas did it? That boost right here, 3-man boost.
I'm not sure if it's possible anymore,
Is it,
but
did
you're
they
right,
fix
it might be. I don't know. I haven't
seen anyone ever attempted, so I was thinking maybe it wasn't possible. I'm sure someone in chat knows it. It was like an update. I probably just didn't read that detail because it wasn't relevant. But I was going to say, with the amount of time people spend in Banana lately, look at the push through. Oh, Nitro, Naf's got another. This is a slaughter. It is against pistols, but that was quite good from Liquid. I was going to say, with the amount of time people spend in Banana now, so if it's possible, someone should just pull it out again once, because they'll nail someone with it. Let us know. It's just, I feel like as a commentator, yeah, we should know that, but it's like one of those such like situational things that I just didn't really pay attention to.
Well, maybe we should start asking for prac rooms too, so we can
yeah, exactly. So I can actually play the game instead of once every 14 months in a show match. Yeah. I still knife twist, so that's whatever.
Right. That in itself is a victory. All right, here we go. Crunch time. We've had a whole game of Counter-Strike, a back and forth affair, but realistically it all comes down to this. If Big lose this, oh my God, Taco kicks things off in a fantastic fashion. It's going to be 2,900 as the loss bonus for Big if they lose this, which isn't going to be enough for a full buy. Liquid grab this. That's surely the victory. Taco's kicked things off in a fantastic fashion. This is a different CT side approach from Liquid, and I'm liking it.
Molotov down. Elige catches out Gabi before he can retreat.
I think we just fired our new analyst.
Yeah, see Mitch. The last Mitch we sent to Overwatch, so we'll just fire him. We won't treat him to that.
No.
You know, we won't banish him to some sort of faraway prison camp.
Competitive Pac-Man, I think, is what he's.
Yeah, exactly. Good shot from Nex. He'll get Elige back. This gives him a chance, at least in a 2-on-4. Tizian's position inside of the boilers. He wants to work back out. Could give him, with the smoke going down toward Library, a chance to wrap onto Pit, but that means going against Taco's AWP. All he has to do is time it to perfection to swing to the gap. I thought he was going to fire immediately. Doesn't matter. He's got Tizian. Patience pays off. He'll go down inevitably. Twist. I thought he was going to whiff on that one, but it's Liquid that's on that point now.
The Magician appearing through the smoke. Name a more iconic duo. I wonder if he's more like a magician from the Prestige or more like a dark magician from Yu-Gi-Oh.
What was the other? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that, Chad. I'm sorry.
I think he's probably more like the one from Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm not culturally adept to the Yu-Gi-Oh references.
He looks pretty anime. Well, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh is anime.
He does look pretty anime. I'll give him that.
I think I've just...
You could argue he looks hentai even.
Sure. All right, now... with Big, with their back against the wall. We saw the conservative approach. We saw them have to take, they took excessive save rounds, in my opinion. They did pistol upgrades with low utility instead of going for AKs and trying to find jewels. Right now, they have the back against the wall. They have to wall in. They have 2 MAC-10s. They have a Deagle, a Tech-9, a UMP. They have utility, but here is where they're going to take more of a risk. Here is where they're going to allow their individuals to go for a bit more of a play because the more tactical approach hasn't really given them any rewards in that regard. They were in such a good position for a long stretch of this game. It felt like they had a commanding lead, but Liquid have merely had to just grind their way back in, stick to their guns, do the basics, and do the basics well.
This is going to be hard for Big as well because now they swap over short overpasses next. It's their map. I guess if you're Gabi, you're experienced enough that you're going to say, hey, we almost won their map. That's good enough for motivation going into theirs. But this was one that they should have tied up. A couple loose ends left here.
And how many rounds is Twist? I mean, how many games is Twist going to be quiet in a row?
Yeah, it's kind of, you're kind of waiting for that, aren't you? He's going to go off at some point.
This has all been Taco and Nitro in my book. Obviously, Naf with some key rounds late. Realistically, a lot of impact from the 2 lowest rated players from Liquid on this map in the last 3 months on LAN. And now, once again, the double AWP setup, poking, prodding, making his life a living hell.
Gabi backs away with the Tech-9. Toward the apartments instead. The only gun, the UMP, is in that position as well. Elige waiting with the AUG. No one else has elected to pick up any of the scoped weaponry on Liquid, so we thought we were going to see a trend from Big. It seems they're the only team so far. Nade Quad's going to be preempted, but no one there on the other side of it. 24 seconds, Chad. There's 24 seconds in a day.
Elige's just feeling it. He just took his hand off the mouse, but here comes the attack.
That was a decent peek. Times it to perfection. Twist gets the other inside of the site. Elige does help him out. Taco's arrived. He's looking good on the secondary op, by the way, Taco. 6 seconds. It's going to end on time. You're right. There's nothing they can do. They'll get the kills either way. 16-14. Good comeback from Liquid. Puts them 1 map up in this semifinal against